Homicidal. I'm shook, y'all. I am shook. I cannot believe that little black and white movie from the 1960s was so crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this, but out of all of the movies that I've watched so far, that one was the best one, because that one was crazy. I can't even tell y'all about it without spoiling it. Like, I can't tell y'all anything about it without the risk of spoiling it. So y'all just gonna have to go watch it. It's on Tubi. It's called Homicidal. It's from 1961. It's in black and white. The movie was nuts. I was shook. And okay, I'll tell y'all what I liked about it. I can't tell y'all anything about the plot, the story, none of that. The movie was good. Don't expect like action-packed, horror, scary. It's a slow burn, but it's worth it. It's worth watching. And I really like the scenery of that movie. I hate that it's in black and white, because I feel like if it was in color, it would have been so pretty, because the scenery was really nice. And the cars, oh my God, the old cars were so cool. I love looking at all the old cars. I want an old car like that. And just the houses, and it was like in a very quaint town. And I realized it took place in Solvang. And it's so funny, because while I was watching the movie, I recognized the area that they were in, because there was this part where there was like a windmill. And I remember seeing that windmill when I went to Solvang. I actually went inside of there because it's a store. At the time, it was a t-shirt store. I don't know what it is now. I went there like 4 or 5 years ago. Shout out to my friend Sharana, because she took me there. Because I remember, for some reason, I get in the Christmas spirit in the summertime. And I was sitting there and I was like, dang, I wish I could go to a Christmas town. And I looked up Christmas towns, and Solvang, California came up. And I was like, oh shit, that's not that far. And I hit up my friend. I was like, I want to go to a Christmas town. And my friend Sharana, she's so adventurous. She was like, let's go. Let's all go. So me, her, and a couple of our other friends piled up in her SUV, and we drove to Solvang. And it's such a cute, quaint little town. And this movie took place there. So it was really cool to see it on TV. I don't know why, but am I the only one that gets excited when I see places that I know on TV? I'm like, oh, I've been there before. I know that street. I know that block. Oh, look, I know that store. Like, I get excited when I see places that I know on TV. But it was super exciting to see somewhere that I recognize in a 1960s movie. The fact that Solvang didn't change that much between now and then. I mean, like, the businesses have changed, because I'm sure the apothecary shop is not that anymore. It's probably like, who knows, a weed store or a bakery, who knows? But Solvang is really cute. I remember when I went there, we had so much fun. We went to like little bakeries. We got on the horse and buggy, and they took us around and told us the history of Solvang. It was really cute. This is like a thriller. So prepare to be shook. That's all I'm saying. I can't even tell y'all what happened. I know when they were making that movie, they probably wished at the time that color TV exists, because I know it didn't exist at the time. But while they were shooting it, they were probably like, dang, I wish we could make this in color. That's crazy to me that color TV did not used to exist. I remember when I was a kid, my grandma had a black and white TV at her house. Isn't it crazy to think that color TV was a big deal? Like, back in the day, people would wish they had a color TV. Like, even once color movies and TV shows existed, not everybody had a color TV. So even if it did exist, you had a black and white TV. So people would get excited if somebody else had a color TV. Like, oh, let's go to their house. They got a color TV. Like, you were rich, you were fancy and saying something if you had a color TV. And then when remotes came out, what? Don't have a remote. You was bougie if you had a remote. When I was little, I was the remote. They'd be like, get up and change the channel. Go turn to channel 4. What's wrong with the TV? Go hit the side. Go move the antenna. I was the damn remote. But then I remember my aunt got a TV with a remote. I thought she was so cool. I was like, wow, she got a remote control. She don't even have to get up to change the channel. And she had a big ass, it was all big and clunky. It wasn't all sleek like the ones now. It was a big ass box with some big ass buttons on it. But back then that shit was fancy. But anyway, go watch Homicidal and then come back on this page so we can discuss it, because I can't say anything about it until you watch it. I can't tell you anything. You just got to see it and come back and let's be shook together. I want to see that movie again. No, I need to see that movie again. That's the kind of movie you got to watch again. I can't even tell you why, but watch. After you watch the movie, you're going to want to watch it again. I give Homicidal an 8 ghosts out of 10. Go watch that movie. Tonight, I'm going to watch a movie on Netflix called Creep. I've been interested in that movie for a minute. I keep seeing it in my recommendations and I'm like, what is that? I kind of want to check that out. I read the synopsis and it sounds pretty creepy, so I guess that's why it's called Creep. Don't worry if I didn't get to any of your recommendations. I still got like 25 more movies to go, or something. I ain't good at math, but I don't know, like 23 or 24 more movies to go. So I'm definitely going to get to some of y'all's recommendations. I just haven't gotten to them yet. But tonight I'm watching Creep on Netflix. Let's see what's up.